But fashion is vintage. I never thought of that, but fashion is vintage because it just keeps going around, doesn't it? Anyway, yeah. Oh, that's on camera. My love of vintage clothing came from, at a very early age, about age 11, I discovered a phenomenal woman called Grace Jones. I don't know if you guys have heard of Grace Jones. Of course you have. I'm assuming you have anyway. Basically, she was just this striking woman, and not to mention she's from Jamaica and I'm from Jamaica. So immediately I felt like I could relate. She had like this strong androgynous look, and most of her pieces were kind of statement-like. So that's where my love of vintage came from. At the time, they weren't making any outfits like hers. So then I started kind of sourcing clothes that was similar to her fashion. And then later on, as I got older, I then discovered Dita Von Teese, the queen of burlesque, of course. And yes, hence why I'm dressed this way right now. She basically inspired my modern look, but I also do still take inspiration from Grace Jones when it comes to kind of making statement, bold accessorizing with my outfits. Obviously, different time of the day call for different outfits. So my basic outfits will be from a stripe t-shirt or basically a 50s or vintage sweater, which gives me that sweater girl look. I don't know if you guys know what that means, sweater girl look. Back in the days, like in the 1940s, sweater girl look was really big. The girls used to have their bullet bras on and just a simple sweater, and basically you will see the silhouette of their shape, and it was all about the shape. So I would throw that look together with a pair of high-waisted pencil skirts or whatever the mood strikes, really. So yeah, I am dressed like this all the time. I am very proud to be Black, and I'm very proud to be representing us within the pinup field. So yes, it is a good feeling to be in the vintage scene as a Black pinup. Do I ever plan to be a vintage influencer? Not really, no. It just kind of happened, I guess. And I still, to be honest, I don't know if I'm being modest, but I still don't really consider myself as one. I'm just basically being me. And if others kind of find that as an influence, I am really flattered by that. Is vintage style expensive? I wouldn't say so, because if it is your passion, you don't really put a price on it. So it all comes down to basically what you love. I wouldn't put a price on it. So no, it's not for me anyway. The way I dress, I kind of try to mix modern with vintage. However, what I would say is it is time consuming just to find the right pieces to mix with my vintage items. I think makeup on the whole is very important when it comes to putting any look together. So I would say makeup is very important to put any look together. So I wouldn't necessarily try and say it's just for vintage fashion. It completes any look. So yeah. My favorite outfit of today's shoot would have to be the black and pink outfit, simply because I think that completely represents the Dior New Look era in vintage, where they used to wear a lot of tailored jacket, nipped in waist, and basically the silhouette of a circus skirt flowing. And I definitely also tried my best today because I wanted to kind of introduce to you guys vintage fashion and to show that it can be fun as well. So I chose that old pink and black Barbie theme, which anyone can throw this look together. The jacket is original vintage 1950s, but let's face it, you can get a jacket like that also in modern stores. So when I threw this look together, I was kind of thinking of you, the viewers, and maybe it will somehow inspire you. So yeah. Oh, and to add, if you notice, the gloves, the pink gloves is also matching the skirt. and my black shoes is matching the jacket. And that's the thing, back then everything used to match. Imagine you wanted to be a vintage model. What's the basic items you should have? Well, that's a very general question because there's different types of vintage modeling, I would say. So I guess firstly, you would have to want to like consider which path you want to take. But there is a few key items I think that never changes, and that's the stockings with the seams running up the back. I think every vintage gal must have that. And also a corset, or in modern time a waist cincher, just to make sure you can get that nice curved silhouette, and red lips. But once again, that also defines like which period you're going to. Do you want to do cheesecake or do you want to do serious classic? It's up to you. I think vintage style is not just about the clothes, it's actually a lifestyle. And the way I dress, I basically try and advocate glamour, and dressing this way just naturally makes you want to present yourself well. So it's more than just fashion, I think. And it makes you behave like a lady as well, so. What do I hope my followers will take from me being a vintage influencer who's also black? This is something I struggle with once again because I don't necessarily see myself as an influencer or someone who has followers regardless, even though I do have them. If I can inspire people to basically be themselves, because my mantra is dare to be you. Not dare to be different, dare to be you. Because once you're being you, you're naturally different anyway. And if you see other vintage models, I think I am different from them based on the twist that I put with my vintage fashion and stuff like that. So I do hope my followers take from that, if anything, just dare to be you. Maybe you can bring something new to the table. So yeah, that's it really. Dare to be you.